Trump just arrested them all. The entire Dem Party is furious. What a nightmare, by Al Waisman for DailyVine.com. And once again, President Donald Trump is making us proud by doing exactly what he promised us he would do during the 2016 presidential campaign. After hundreds of arrests in the sanctuary state that is California, last week the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, followed suit by doing the same kind of operation in Kansas City, Missouri. An operation which resulted in 20 arrests, 6 arrests in both Kansas City and St. Joseph, 3 arrests in Olathe, 2 in Independence, and 1 each in Belton, Blue Spring, and Lawrence. Although because of policy, ICE is prohibited from releasing names, officials did confirm 15 men and 5 were women, all ranging between 18 and 61 years of age. 7 were from Mexico, 6 from Guatemala, 3 from El Salvador, and 1 each from Brazil, Honduras, Romania, and Sierra Leone. ICE later confirmed the operation, just like the one in California, targeted only people who were known to have a criminal history, some of which included driving under the influence, child neglect, child abuse, drug offense, fraud, and larceny. These arrests came thanks to President Trump's rescinding of Barack Hussein Obama's previous ICE order, where it would only allow for the arrest of illegal aliens who committed only certain kinds of crimes, leaving aside the fact that just being in the U.S. illegally is a crime unto itself and needs to be stopped. ICE isn't going and knocking on people's doors in order to deport them. All they are doing is arresting and deporting individuals who have already shown to be of lacking moral character and need to be removed from our society. And before anyone asks, no, the U.S. Constitution doesn't apply to foreign nationals, only to law-abiding U.S. citizens. No Latin American country lets people who are in their nation illegally remain. In fact, in Mexico, if an illegal alien is caught, there is a mandatory 1-year prison term. Don't you think it might be a good idea to enact the same kind of laws in this country? Via KSHB 41, Kansas City, Missouri, 4-day operation last week by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, in the Kansas City metro area resulted in 20 arrests. According to ICE, there were 6 arrests in both Kansas City and St. Joseph. There were 3 arrests. We said this. I mean, what are we, repeating everything? As part of this operation, we continue to focus on the arrests of individuals who are criminal aliens and public safety threats, and Ricardo Wong of ICE. Because of the tireless effort of these professional officers, there are fewer criminals in our community. However, Kansas City Attorney Grady Price believes ICE has become more aggressive in the last year about deporting people who haven't committed crimes other than illegal immigration status. I think the difference has been the net has gotten much broader than it was before, Price said. ICE spokesman Sean Newdower said, while ICE operations, like the recent one in the metro, are routine, agents in the last year have been able to arrest more types of offenders. He said that's because President Trump rescinded President Obama's executive order to ICE to arrest people who committed only certain types of offenses. However, Prince notes there was a high number of deportations during the Obama administration. Obama deported twice as many people as Bush did, so if you're saying Obama was soft on immigration and didn't deport people, that's not true. In fact, it's just the opposite, Price said. So then what was the problem? How come we're flooded? If Obama was telling the illegals to vote. So I don't get this, because I've read it in another articles, like a couple of articles, the same thing, that Obama deported more people. Then why are we in? Maybe he just deported Mexicans or something and left the other ones coming in. You know what I'm saying? Well, this doesn't make any sense. The recent ICE action comes just before the deadline President Trump set for Congress to reach a deal on the DACA. Congress has failed. Yeah, they're not going to go to work. To reach a deal, with the sticking points being border security and the ability to get legal status for family members, also known as chain migration. ICE isn't showing up at doors, knocking down the door, saying, okay, we went in and read your DACA application, and now we're coming to get you and your family. But I do think that is the worry, Price said. ICE raids and the immigration issue are getting a lot of attention across the country. In Oakland, California, Mayor Libby Schaaf is now under investigation by the U.S. Justice Department after she publicly told her community she had reason to believe there would be an ICE raid. We already know that about her, so she told them they're coming for you. Okay, so in addition to taking immigration cases as an attorney, Price said his wife is a naturalized U.S. Citizen from Venezuela. He said that the process can take 5 years, while others entering the country illegally are demanding rights now. It's not fair, he said. Price said he can frequently help people who have immigration status issues if they came to the country on some type of visa. But he said, with rare exception, he can't help people who entered the U.S. without documents. Price has had people ask about going back to their native country and getting a legal visa. But he says in many Latin American countries in particular, there's a 10 to 20 year waiting list to get those visas. Most people say, you know what, I'm going to stay here and take my chances, and that is the response I get a lot, Price said. Yeah, but if you're making people wait 10 to 20 years, I mean, what is that also? You know something? The whole situation is a mess, you know? Basically, that's it. I mean, in other words, if they come in legally, it takes 10 to 20 years to come in legally. Listen, if you can be a benefit to the country, then, you know, you do it through a legal process. I don't think it should take that long to come in, and you can prove that you are self-sufficient. It's not a bad idea, but, you know, usually we get a bunch of criminals hopping the fences, so to speak, and then, you know, that's not what we're looking for. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.